Hey, how you doing, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about why the Atlanta Hawks could be the next super team. And now I know what you are thinking. Before you click off the video and dislike it immediately, you're probably thinking this dude's a crazy Atlanta fan. No, I make this type of video for every single type of team. I know probably returning subscribers are kind of getting sick and tired of hearing that intro thing that I have to explain myself. If I don't explain myself, well then people like to crucify me and say that I'm just a bandwagon. No, I do not. I'm not a fan of this team, actually. I just have to make this video on every single team. And do I think they're going to be a super team? No, I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year. And I'm going to be giving some reasons why I think they could be good, what their highlights of their team might be this year. So yeah, so without further ado, without rumming on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first reason I have for this video is going to be that Trey Young might be able to spark their offense. Now, last year, their offense struggled to do anything last year. Despite having Dennis Schroeder, Ken Bazemore, Trae Prince, John Collins, they still struggled to get their offense going, and that showed as they were ranked the 6th worst in offensive efficiency last year. They just were not a very good offensive team, and they definitely struggled to put points on the board. But when they go out and draft someone like Trey Young, who in college averaged 27.4 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, and 9 assists per game, I mean, you can only assume that he is going to add the much needed spark that this team needs. As I mean, when you have a dude that can almost score 30 a night in college, gets his teammates involved, as he averaged 9 assists per game, almost 10 assists, he almost averaged a double-double and not in rebounds. Not many people can do that, but he can also do the dirty work and grab rebounds. He can drive, he can shoot, he can do a lot of things very well, and he does shoot, like, now I was about to say like Steph, he reminds me of Steph Curry, reminds a lot of people of Steph Curry, because they're both small, both went to a not a very good basketball school. So I mean, and they were to lead him to the NCAA tournament. Now Trey Young's team got bounced in the first round, while Curry's went to the Elite 8, I think, or the Final 4. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but still, I mean, I don't think he's gonna be as good as Curry. I'm not that high on Trey Young, only because I don't think he's gonna be that great. I think he's gonna be a very good role player, but if he can be half of what he was in college, he will be able to have that huge spark on offense that this team desperately needs. And if he can get his teammates involved, like John Collins and all them, like he could in college, I mean, his team's just gonna all around be more productive. And then when you add someone that can maybe average around 15 points per game this year in Trey Young, I mean, that is going to be huge for them as well. And I do think that he's going to serve as a huge piece to their offense this year, and maybe even make them into an average or maybe a little bit above average offense, which would be huge and a huge upgrade from what they were last year. But then my second reason is going to be their young core. Now, I mean, coming from a team that is horrible, I mean, they do have a semi-bright future ahead of them. As I mean, obviously they have Trey Young, one of the top picks in the draft, was one of the highest prospects in the entire draft, and he should serve as a very good scorer for them. But then let's get into the other young guys that they have. They have a 21-year-old second year in the league, John Collins, who had a very good rookie year. I'm very high on him. He's a very good big man, very good at rim protecting, and I mean, you can just see it. The dude last year averaged 10.5 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, and 1.1 blocks per game. And now you might be like, well, those stats are not that big. But I mean, when you just look at how productive he was one of the very few very bright spots on this team. I mean, he was just very good, and he could make his own shot, go on the fast break, very athletic, extremely athletic, can slam, can finish above the rim in the paint. He's strong enough to finish in the paint. Definitely one of those players that you just need to have, and he will probably end up developing into a top 10 power forward in the league one day. So I mean, that's already a good duo with Trey Young and John Collins. But then you add Trae Prince, and this dude actually had a huge sophomore season with the Hawks. So I mean, this dude improved in almost every single category, and he showed that he can be an absolute beast in this league and a force to be reckoned with. As this is what he did. He improved every stat last year. Just look how much he improved to all of his stats. In points per game, he improved it by 9 points per game. In steals per game, he improved it by 1 steal per game, to assists per game, 2 assists per game, and rebounds per game, 2 rebounds per game. He improved in every major stat category and just showed that he is on the road to improvement, and he's going to keep grinding and improve every year. If he improves once again this year, go from the 15 points per game, he might make the jump to a 20 point per game score. You never know. And if Trey Young can get him the ball more efficiently as well, then that's going to be huge for them as well. As Dennis Schroeder, he's a very good point guard, don't get me wrong, an upgrade over a lot of other teams' point guards in the league, but I mean, he does not get his teammates involved very well. He's kind of like a Russell Westbrook type player. He can get assists, but he's not the best at getting his teammates involved. But I mean, Trey Young, obviously averaging almost 10 assists a game in college, he's going to be able to get his teammates involved, get Trae Prince even more productive, John Collins can get more productive. But then also another thing that's going to happen is that Trey Young, not all the pressure is going to be on him, because they have to game plan for people like John Collins and Trae Prince, but they also have like people off the bench like Jeremy Lin and a couple other players like that. They're gonna have to game plan how to stop all of them. But then not only can they focus all on Trey Young and make him just stop him from shooting a three, because you have to work on John Collins, but no one can only focus on John Collins because you can't let Trey Young get open. I mean, it's gonna be very cool to see it. I want to see how these big little young three duo, how can they develop, how can they build chemistry and go into the future. And I think if they all develop like a lot of NBA teams think they will develop, this should be a very bright future for the Atlanta Hawks, because they're probably going to get a top pick this year as well. And I mean, with a top pick, maybe you can add a fourth player and make it like I don't even know, a quadruplet combo or whatever, and like a few young guys, and let them develop over time. And I mean, after a while, these young guys are going to develop, and maybe some are even going to become all-star level players one day in the league. Hell, maybe even superstar level. I'm not saying any of these guys are, but maybe they will develop to be all-star level players one day in this league. And once you get 2 or 3 all-stars on your team, you're now a legitimate playoff contender, maybe even second to third round, depending on who you have to play. But unfortunately, guys, I'm here for this video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think these could be reasons why Atlanta Hawks could be good? Do you like their young core? Do you think Trey Young is going to be good? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I really do want to hear it. And I mean, I have to thank y'all for all the support that y'all have been showing me. Y'all have been showing so much support. We're at 928 subscribers. We are so close to hitting 1,000 subs, and I'm gonna grind through there. But right when I hit 1,000, we're gonna bust through 1,000. I'm gonna go for 1,100, 1,200 till I get to 2,000, 3,000. I'm gonna keep grinding for y'all. As long as y'all keep showing support on these videos and keep watching them, trust me, guys, I'm gonna keep grinding out these videos every single day for y'all. I love what I do. I can't see me doing anything else, and I just want this to happen so bad, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm gonna work. This is my dream. I'm just gonna work, and grind for this. Trust me, I'm not gonna let y'all down on this at all. I love doing what I do, and I cannot wait till tomorrow's video. But I have to not only give thanks to y'all, but the man up above, you know, the real homie OG, God, you know, he's the reason I'm here. He gave me the blessing, he gave me this computer, he gave me this position to be, he gave me all these blessings to be here, all the people around me, my inner circle, to help motivate me to do all this every single day and upload these videos. So I have to give all praise to him. He's the reason I'm here, and he's the reason I can help spread his word through these names, know what I'm doing. He put me on earth to do this, spread his name through these videos, make these videos entertain y'all, and just do what I love to do. And this is my mission. I really do think that. So I mean, I just cannot thank him enough as well. All glory to God, to him. So I mean, yeah, I just cannot thank y'all and him enough for this position that y'all have put me in, and I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I'm gonna grind out these videos. But if you did like the video, play like button and subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. And hope you have a blessed day, because I have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, blah, blah.